Hi guys, it's Sterling Spectre here. Welcome back to the Mining Show. Today we have two articles to go over and we just want to have a little look at the Ethereum hashrate chart. The first article is the top US energy company to discuss Bitcoin mining with Elon Musk. Top US energy company Duke Energy is exploring Bitcoin mining as part of the integrating onto its demand response strategy. Moreover, the company also wants to discuss the electrification of transportation and decarbonization of grid with Tesla CEO Elon Musk. So Duke's lead energy rates and regulatory strategist Justin Orkney on June 4th tweeted about sharing notes on the electrification of transportation. Moreover, his team would also like to discuss how Bitcoin mining could boost the adoption of Tesla rooftop solar. So Tesla's rooftop solar is basically a thing that you install. It's like any other solar panels, but they have better technology and it provides power to your home. They want to convert this power from power in a home to power in Bitcoin mines. Justin Orkney had earlier confirmed that Duke's Energy is currently studying Bitcoin mining. In fact, his team is exploring how Bitcoin could solve the problems faced by the grid as renewable penetration increases. Grid imbalance and other problems will only worsen as we approach the renewable targets. Result of the studies will show how to onboard miners on the grid before scaling up for the masses. The company leverages its microgrid with different energy sources to conduct tests to measure the impact involved in several of levels of miners. It says here, we are exploring general customer phasing concepts and working on a Bitcoin demand response study about including Bitcoin mining capacity into our system with an eye towards the demand response functionality. We are hoping to do a technology test. It then goes on to say that Duke's Energy also provides electric power to several Bitcoin miners on a smaller scale. The idea of having crypto miners on the grid could improve the power supply and minimize outages. He believes initiatives like demand response with miners could help prevent pressure on the power infrastructure. Also can help Bitcoin miners and the market. Besides, Tesla is already working with Blockstream and Block on a Bitcoin mining project. Working with Duke Energy could be noteworthy for both companies. He believes the initiatives like demand response with miners could help prevent pressure on the power infrastructure. So currently Elon Musk is partnering with Blockstream and Block, as it just said, and they're going to be building a fully sustainable Bitcoin mining project. It's worth around 10 million, I believe, and it focuses on putting up infrastructure for solar panels to be able to mine this Bitcoin. It's basically a test of how much energy we need to mine a certain amount of Bitcoin, with solar panels obviously, how much solar panels we need. This is great for the industry in general because if we have these big energy suppliers jump on board with crypto mining, we will see that crypto mining is actually a good thing in the whole economic value of Bitcoin plus the mining. If bigger companies are willing to invest into this, we can see more explosion of the price of the coin and therefore lead to more Bitcoin mining. I personally don't have any ASICs for Bitcoin mining, but we could see this transition into GPU mining for coins like Ethereum or FLUX or Ravencoin. So overall, it's great that these big companies are coming in. We should see in a couple of months that this deal goes through, or maybe it doesn't, but at least it's got the hype that lots of people are willing to get into this crypto mining, and we have big companies, energy companies, actually trying to get into it as well. So next up, I just want to look at the Ethereum hash rate for the last couple of days. As you can see here, the top hash rate that we had was 1.1 million gigahash. And that was around May 12th or May 13th. It says there Friday, May 13th, 2022. And since then, it's dropped about 20% all the way down to 920,000, I believe. So with this Grey Glacier update, we only saw a network hash rate of around plus 10,000 gigahash. If we look here on Friday, they had 913,000 on the network, and now they have 929,000 on the network. So I was expecting more of a jump because Ethereum became more profitable, but I guess people have already sold off their GPUs, or miners that are already on the network have stayed on there through this. That big jump in hash rate is probably from GPU sellers getting off the networks and selling their GPUs so they can't get back onto the network. Which is good because then we can buy up these GPUs and hopefully start mining in around 6 months when the next coin comes along. Overall, I think that the Grey Glacier update is good because the Ethereum bomb's now been pushed back to September-ish time, around 100 days, but we could see it push back more if these tests in the next couple of weeks don't go to plan. And the last article that we have to go over is the Bank of Russia ready to legalize crypto mining if miners sell minted coins abroad. The Central Bank of Russia would agree to the legalization of cryptocurrency mining provides the process for the activity are converted to fiat outside of Russia. The regulator's latest position on the matter comes after it softened its stance on the possible use of cryptocurrencies for payments, even if only internationally. It then goes on to say that the monetary authority in Moscow is now ready to back the legalization of crypto mining, under the condition that Russian miners are obliged to sell the coin they obtain in the process outside of the country. That's according to the recent statement by Kirill Pronin, head of the Bank of Russia Financial Technologies Department. The central bank has been on the hardline voice in the ongoing discussions of the future of cryptocurrencies in Russia, proposing a blanket ban on most related activities early this year, including mining. However, facing opposition from other government institutions and having to deal with financial restrictions imposed over the war, its position has started to change. It then goes on to say that the governor indicated last month that crypto payments can be permitted if they don't penetrate the Russian financial system. At the same time, she insisted that the digital currencies like Bitcoin should not be traded on Russian platforms because these assets are too volatile and risky for potential investors. Speaking during the St. Petersburg International Legal Forum this week, Pronin noted that while mining would not fall under the responsibility of the Central Bank of Russia, it's one of the ways to acquire cryptocurrencies in form of fees for the validation of crypto transactions performed by miners. The legalization of mining can be discussed by a number of conditions in our opinion must be met in this regard. That's what he was quoted as saying. Ivan Chebenskov, director of the financial ministries, pointed that some large crypto mining companies based in Russian Federation have also forced to deal with the foreign restrictions when withdrawing funds. He suggested that Russia may have to create its own exchange infrastructure to provide liquidity to the industry. I'm not going to go over the other two paragraphs. All in all, I think this is good because we're starting to see that these cryptocurrencies are used beyond borders. Alright, and that's what they're supposed to be used for. The decentralization of currency comes because of Bitcoin and Ethereum and other coins that are on the market. Right here, we're seeing decentralization happening because this government can't actually allow for payments into their native fiat currency. They're using other companies that can be converted into, let's say, dollars or pounds or euros, and they're kind of telling miners that you can get around this by selling on these different exchanges that offer these different fiat currencies. And this is what decentralization is happening. You know, moving money from one border to another without any restrictions. And this is how the crypto space is supposed to be built and is supposed to function. You know, it's supposed to have no regulations and no authority controlling it. This is good for the crypto space because it shows that these are being put to real world use cases. You know, Russia's having a problem with Bitcoin exchanges or cryptocurrency exchanges in their country for the liquidity, so they're telling them to go over to other exchanges. And these other exchanges won't be blocking them because they're taking it out in different fiat currencies. Therefore, more decentralized, they're not relying on their government to produce money for them, and they're just relying on the whole world in general. So anyway, that's it for the video. I know it was a short one today, but we'll cover more news tomorrow. I've got something planned. Please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more crypto news and crypto mining content. And all the links for articles are in the description below.